Hello, Sachin. Could you please give an introduction about yourself?
So yeah, I'm from India and I'm 22 years old. I'll be 23 in like 2 months. And this is the first time I've made money, like this much money. I haven't made money in my whole life till now. And before the real world, I was kind of I was kind of the kid who you can see like knows nothing about the outside world, like what is going on. I didn't know what the fuck was crypto before before real world. And yeah, as you can see, I joined the real world in October, I guess, October of 2024. So it's just been like 5 months or so.
Yep,
And after the real world, I've made like 4,500 to almost like $5,000.
yep. Okay, so we'll dive into that. I think we'll begin one a bit more of a background on you. When you say
Mhm.
you weren't doing much, this was the first time you had made money. So, what was your average day like before you joined the real world?
I used to go to the gym. So my whole life was around the gym. That was the only thing I was doing before the real world. And I've like heard people say about like, hey, that's all. We won't be having time from now, and we'll have to go for jobs. We have to do this. We have to do that. And I kind of like hated this thing because it was kind of like limiting your life to 20 years old or something, and then just that's all. Everything is gone. Now you gotta go work. You gotta do this. You gotta do that. I didn't like that. I had my own reality, but I just did not know how to get it. But so I was like very confused, did not do anything. So if you like answering your question about my daily routine, how it was, I was just going to the gym and I would just sit and study some coding or something, hoping it would help me in the future. But I did not really stick to one thing because I used to go into it, like learn it, and on my way through it, I just get a thought like, how the fuck is this gonna make me money? I'm just reading something irrelevant. And yeah, I was like so lost. And that was how I was before the real world.
Mhm.
And then just like in one day, I was in the gym and heard Andrew talk. And that's when I decided like maybe I'll give it a try. When I joined, I was actually in the plan to like stay here for a month, learn whatever I can, then just leave. That was my initial plan when joining. Because bro, like mainly me and my family, how I was brought up is that making too much money is just scamming. You can't make too much money. And this is the route for making money. Like go work a job, work hard, sacrifice all your time, and that was the only path shown to me. And so even I did not believe in this thing like you can make money online and all that stuff. So I just thought maybe I'll go in for a month and try something out. And yeah, when I joined, I was like completely hooked up. I started
Mhm.
making money within like 2 to 3 days of joining the real world, which was insane.
So, do explain which campuses did you get into and what led to you making money within the first few days?
uh, First when I came in, I was guided by the onboarding lesson, I guess, about which campus you had to select. And what I got was the Hustlers University because I had no money to start with. So they gave me the Hustlers University. And I came into the Hustlers University, listened to like lessons. And Dylan was teaching about how you can flip things on Facebook Marketplace. And I was like not even like 100% involved in that. I just thought, okay, maybe I have an old iPhone. I'll just put it on Facebook Marketplace. Not a big deal, just 5 minutes of work. I did it, and the next day it just got sold. That was when I realized, like, holy fuck, there's something like this. This is easy, and you can actually do it. So what I did was I started buying consoles from Facebook Marketplace. I just used to play with them, and I used to post them immediately when I buy them for $20 to $30 extra.
Mm.
And in my first month or so, I made like $500 in profit from that alone.
Yeah.
And after that, I got used to the UI and stuff of the real world. and that's when I started. That's when I knew how to add campuses. And I was just going through all the campuses, searching like what would be a good skill for me because now I have like $500 to invest and all this stuff. And more about the investment, it was about like I was like more interested, and it was kind of believable now. Like, okay, I'm making money actually. And then I was scrolling through the campuses. I saw content creation and I saw the AI automation campuses. These two are the main ones which attracted me. And I joined the content creation campus first. The funny thing was, I just wanted to peek inside the AI automation campus, like what is possible with AI, and that's when everything changed for me.
Mhm. Okay, so just going back to the Halsas campus, making 500 in your first month when you hadn't earned any money in your life yet, quite substantial. And then,
Yeah.
yeah, as you said, you found out about the other campuses, so you ended up joining them. And how was the progress from there? What did you end up doing?
Uh, First, like I told you, my main goal was to become a content creator because I've streamed video games in the past, and I noticed like people liked it. Like people used to ask me, the people I know, they used to ask me like, "Hey, bro, are you streaming today?" or stuff like that. So like I came to know that people liked watching me stream. So that was my long-term goal. Like I want to become a content creator. So I joined the content creation campus. And the funny part is the AI automation campus. I joined the campus and it was not what I thought it would be. Like I thought AI automation would just be like you see the YouTube videos, people saying you can earn like $10,000 with ChatGPT, and it's just clickbait. So I thought it's gonna be something like that, like using ChatGPT or something, like giving you ideas for script and all that stuff. But boy oh boy, I was wrong. I
Mhm.
went in, they taught me about voice flow and all that stuff. And I have a computer science background, which is pretty cool, uh, considering AI automation. So I was like, I started watching the lessons in AI automation. And at a point, things got hard. Like when Cam told about make.com and stuff, I did not understand shit from that. I was like, oh my God, this is hard. I'll just go to content creation. But that's when I just got me, bro, you're just being gay now. So you have to do this. And I just started AI automation just as a problem for my ego, and that was not like like a long term goal of mine to start an AI automation agency. So I just committed to AI automation completely, and within like I guess 3 to 4 months, I got my first client in AI automation, and I got like 4K from him alone.
Mm.
That was
So
my first payment in
what did
AI
you
automation.
what did you offer for that payment, and how did you actually land that client? What were you doing?
Uh, I started with System 3, which they taught at the campus, and I noticed that many people like are very hesitant to invest on System 3 because it costs you some money for the email warm-ups and all that stuff. But I was just like, I'm gonna go full into this, and I invested in System 3. And my first campaign, which I started, was for dental clinics, and it went horrible. Like, uh, I got like zero replies for that, and it was like horrible. And I just like lost some momentum with it, but I was still uh kind of, how can I say, I knew like if I put in some more effort, like I can maybe land someone. So with a half-assed mind, I went inside the e-commerce niche and started another campaign. And that's when I landed my first client. Like this guy, I had an exam the next day. I had my midterms, I guess, the next day. And this guy messaged me like 10 p.m. of that night saying, "Hey, I'm interested. Send me a demo." I was like, holy fuck, this is real. People are interested in my product now. And I shot a demo. I did not sleep for for that night. I shot a demo, took stuff, sent him a video, and he was like very interested, and that's how I got my first client. So I landed him on a call, and actually I was like very confused about the pricing. I was planning to charge him for $800, and I thought that he would not give me $800 because, like in Indian money, that is kind of like 48K, I guess, in Indian money, and that was a lot for me. I was, I just had like 800 to 1,000 rupees when I was in India. That was the maximum amount I would get. Like, so I wasn't able to imagine 48K like for my first client. So I was like asking ChatGPT and stuff like, "Hey, bro, can I charge 800 for this?" And ChatGPT was like, "Bro, charge $7,000." Oh my! I was like, "No way, bro! I'm not doing that." And I was like fixed with charging 800. I thought, okay, I'm gonna like negotiate for 800. I'm gonna explain him the ROIs and stuff. And I don't know what happened in the meeting. I just told him like 2,500, and he was like, "Yeah, sure." I was like, "What the fuck?" I just sold it to him for 2,500, and he just told okay. Then that was how I closed my first deal. Like planned for 800, sold it for 2,500, and he really liked what I was doing. And before I even finished my first project, he was interested in doing another project with me, and he gave me another project. So the total value of both the projects combined together just on the initial setup payment was $4K. I'm on a retainer with him for $400 per month.
Nice, amazing. What did you offer for him?
I offered like a chatbot. He has an e-commerce store, and he had issues with customers coming and asking him questions, and he had to like manually reply to them. He was the president of the company, and when I was doing research on his company, like I used to go and check. He already had a chatbot, so I was like going and seeing what it is currently capable of now, so that I can give him a better experience. I went and texted in the chatbot like, "Hey, can I know about your return policy?" And it's this guy replying to me. I was like, "Bro, you're the president. What are you doing in the chat?" And he was saying, "I don't have any customer support. So it has to be me." And yeah, so that's when I understood this guy doesn't have a support team. And I just completely automated the support stuff for him. And according to the analytics, it's like the chatbot is now handling around 500 conversations per month.
Oh, so yeah, very substantial, and I'm sure it was worth the money you spent for it.
Yeah.
Very cool. And then how did that feel for you? Actually earning the 4,000 from AI automation, I'm guessing completely shifted your perspective on everything, right?
Yeah. Like really, like there's this thing that Pope says, like the content creation campus professor. He says, like, if you can imagine something, it is true. At first, I wasn't even able to imagine myself making 4,000. Like, if I went 6 months back and I told myself, like, "Hey, bro, you're gonna make 4,000 per month," that wouldn't even have been funny for me because I have my roommates. They make like $800 a month, and they are here in Canada for like almost a year. And when I came here, they were also telling me like, "Hey, bro, you have to go to part time. Like, $20 per hour is like very good. Like the basic wage is $15 per hour. You'll get $15 only. But if you are lucky, you'll get like $20 per hour, and you can make like 800 per month. And during the summer times, you have to like work for 20-hour shifts so that you can make more money." That was their plan, and. It like they sounded like life was hard, like you had to only do it this way and it's only this way. But like I earned like $4,000 in a month by just
Mm.
working for a week, like hard work for a week. I don't know, like I did the work from almost 2 months, 3 months, but at least it gets easy when you just keep going on. So now I already have a system, I have a client. So when I reach out to other clients, I can just record this one. This took me a week to build for him. Now I can just record it for like 10 minutes for each client.
Yep, yep, yep.
So,
Yeah, exactly. It does get easier. And it gets exponential as well, the results, because now you'll be able to use the client as a testimonial. So yeah, easier to hand over clients for sure.
exactly.
Right. Amazing. So what does your average day look like now? Because before, at the start, you were talking about what it was before you joined the real world. So what does it look like now that you're doing what you're doing?
I love my days now. It's like I go to the gym in the morning and after that, it's breakfast, and I just take a protein shake for lunch. I come to the library, and that's all. I stay here for like 6 hours. I watch the calls in the campus, and between that, I learn stuff for my business. And also in the evening time, it's completely like building stuff, like the demos and brainstorming sessions. Those go in the evening. So it's completely packed. I come to the library by 9 o'clock in the morning, and I leave for my dinner at 6 o'clock. I eat, then I come back. I stay till 9:30, and I go back by 9:30, and I sleep by 9:30.
Okay. So yeah, much more focused now than before, right?
Yeah, exactly.
And what kind of an impact has Tate had on you from everything you've listened to him?
The truth is, I haven't listened so much to Tate, but during my college times, like he was like that. That was the time when Tate popped off, I guess, because I could see this bald guy on internet everywhere. But I don't know what he was doing, and I heard like people have very negative opinions on him. Some had positive opinions, but it was mostly negative, which I heard. And I didn't know. Like I was like, okay, Tate is a guy who like doesn't respect women. That was my opinion at first. And yeah, I haven't listened to Tate. It was just the opinions that I got. And when I actually listened to him, like I didn't hear anything wrong from him. Like, bro just told me to work hard. Bro told me not to give excuses. Bro told me not to lie. Like, I was like, what the fuck is wrong in this? This is what every guy has to be doing, bro.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
then I started listening to Tate. I used to listen to Tate during my gym sessions. That's when I used to like completely listen, and it just completely changed my mind. Like, you can see whenever you try something hard or something, like even if you see a guy, even my roommates, I'm telling, like whenever I see, whenever they take a decision, always people focus on the negative side. Like, hey bro, if this fails, what is going to happen? That is what people see first. But what Tate told, you just take something, you win it. That's the only option you have. And that was really life changing for me.
Good. Amazing. All right. So since you're on this trajectory now, where do you see your life heading in the short term, medium term, and long term?
Yeah, actually, I'm gonna take a risk again. So I'm gonna I'm gonna completely double down on content creation now, because that has been my long-term goal. So I'm gonna completely double down on that, and that is where I'll be heading. And now I can imagine myself. I have a plan for the future. Like everything is planned. And of course, I know there are gonna be roadblocks, but it's just fun. No, it's just fun.
Okay. So content creation, live streaming.
Yeah,
Just,
not live stream exactly. I'll be helping clients with ads. That's something
okay.
for short term because you need to get the money in.
Yep.
And for the long term, it'll be a personal brand around my fitness and gaming.
Okay. Got it. So since this money making journey for you began in the real world, what do you have to say to people who are unsure about joining because they think they might get scammed for $50?
Oh my God, like people spend money on dumb shit, bro. Like they know for 100% this is not gonna help them, and they spend $50 for that. So if you have a doubt like something might help you, why not like spend $50? And genuinely, if I'm watching this interview like 6 months back, I would have thought that the stories were kind of fabricated or something. But who knows? Like after 6 months, I'm sitting here in one of the interviews.
Yep.
So it was really life changing. I'm gonna recommend my brother. He's like in 12th standard right now, and he's also in the same path. Like he wants to start a business. He likes state and all that stuff. Yeah, so like whoever wants to join, like fucking give it a try first.
Mhm. Okay. So we'll wrap up there. Thank you for coming on and sharing your experience, Sachin. Been
Yeah.
great to listen. As you said, you went from completely no money making experience to earning about 4,500 to $5,000 within a fairly short amount of time. and it's something that's scalable. Now you go into content creation, so hopefully that goes well for you as well. And yeah,
Yeah,
then
like really
yep,
the main part more than the money, it was like the knowledge I gained inside and the real world stuff, like how a business exactly works, what you need for a business. Like even I was interested in business and all this stuff before the real world. But if you see the YouTube videos and stuff, people go with like start an LLC, do this, do that, do like there's no business in that. It's all about the setup. You need a capital, but with no capital and in a foreign country, I just earned like 5K in 2 months. So
yep,
that was
exactly,
really cool.
exactly. And yeah, I wish you all the best in the future. And yeah, a goodbye to you.
Yeah. Thank you, bro. Thank you for having me.